Hi, I'm Ken Oringer. Welcome to Clio in Boston, where I'm going to be demonstrating today using the Waring Margarita Madness blender, strawberry, radish top, and tomato gazpacho. Representing StarChefs.com, which I am a star chef. So today I'm making a strawberry and radish top gazpacho, and it's inspired by the Waring Margarita Madness blender. And just like when you're making a margarita or a gazpacho, you want to make sure that you have the right balance of sweetness and sourness. With the gazpacho, I want to keep it a little bit minimalist, getting bitterness from celery bitters, which I think would also work really well in a margarita. A little bit of verjus made from -8, and this will make enough for about 2 to 4 portions, depending. You can serve these in shot glasses. You can serve these in. We're going to do a little bit of a fancy presentation. It can be an amuse-bouche. It can be a little lunch course. It could be first course on a dinner party, or you can even go with different variables and serve this as a strawberry radish top gazpacho, and maybe serve something like an olive oil ice cream or something like that, where you can have it a crossing between a dessert and a savory course. We'll get our Margarita Madness ready over here. Pop our strawberries in. It's okay if there's a little bit of tops. I love, again, the little tannic quality that you get from the tops of the strawberries, and we're going to get a little bit of that as well from the radish tops. Balance is the key with any gazpacho. So you can make a gazpacho base with cherries, you can use strawberries, you can use watermelon, you can use tomatoes, you can use tomatillos, you can use cucumbers, you can use anything. It's all about having the right sweet, sour, salty, and bitter elements. And we'll get a little bitterness from our radish tops. So we're just going to take a little bit of these, not too much, and you can treat it almost like you would like a wild arugula. So it'll give us a spicy, bitter pepperiness. Then we'll pop a little bit of salt. And the salt is the key, because that will tell people on that first bite that this is not a dessert, that this is actually a savory dish. This is tomato water, and this is made by using our Waring food processor, where we basically puree tomatoes with a little bit of sea salt, and then we hang it in 3 layers of cheesecloth overnight under refrigeration, and you're left with the pure essence of tomato. So this is pretty much how they make champagne out of red wine grapes as well, just through filtration. So this will give us a lot of the tomato background flavor without being overly kick-you-in-the-face tomato flavor. Then we'll just go a little bit of heirloom tomato. Again, this is from the same farm where we got the strawberries and the radishes. This blender is so powerful that you don't have to dice everything so small, which a lot of other blenders, you have to dice things so small that it takes all the fun out of cooking, which nobody wants to spend an hour small dicing tomatoes just to throw in a blender. Go a little bit of our -8 verjus. So just a little bit, because this is a little sweet and a little sour. This is our celery bitters. And again, this is just like making a margarita. We're just throwing little splashes of a couple things in the blender. Gazpacho came from Spain, and every gazpacho should have olive oil in it. It's very important that you have that little background flavor, that richness. Every gazpacho from Andalusia to Catalonia, they're all pretty much olive oil based, whether it be ajo blanco or traditional tomato-based gazpacho. This right here is pickling liquid from unripe strawberries, which we're going to garnish the soup with. You know, a lot of people think vinegar is the only sour that you can use. Here we're using a pickling liquid, we're using celery bitters, we're using a verjus, and we'll also be getting a little bit of a sour effect from dried black olives as well. Okay, we're going to season a little bit of spice, which I love. This is actually Aleppo pepper, which is a pepper from Turkey. And we're just going to buzz it up. We'll start pulsing it to get the action going. And then we'll go right to low. And then we'll go to high. Okay, and the great thing about this blender, again, is it's so powerful that You can either strain this or you don't have to strain it. Depends on what you like for consistency for gazpacho. So we'll taste it up. That is good. We'll go a little more rustic today. I think this is more the style that I'd serve at home as opposed to Clio. So I think we'll go with it just like this. I like that little bit of texture to it. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take our sardine into a couple little pieces. And again, this goes on the same effect of salty and sweet, which I absolutely love. So just into little medallions. Then we'll start plating up over here. So I'll pop a couple of these pieces. I like the guests to be able to see what we're serving. So this in the forefront will show that this is a sardine based dish. So we'll take that, and you can see again here how we have the beautiful red color from the strawberries. This blender didn't kill them, didn't destroy it, didn't create an overly blended smoothie where you couldn't tell the difference between a strawberry and a grapefruit. So I love how it retains the color in here. A little bit of sorrel emulsion, a little bit there. Okay, and the garlic scapes, these, what I love also is they will give that oniony, garlicky flavor that most people associate with the gazpacho, but again with something that's a little more subtle, and will also give us a crunch. This is a chiffonade of lily whites, which lilies, day lilies, any of the lilies that you see growing all the time during the spring and the summer in Massachusetts. That's a little lily whites. A couple more pieces of sardines. And we'll go with some chive flowers. And chives I love serving also with sardines. I think such a classic combination of being able to have something oniony with a fish that has such a strong flavor. A little bit of yogurt powder. Again, another aspect of the sour flavor that we're looking for. And what I love about the pickled green strawberries, it looks like a strawberry, but it has that mysterious quality where people say, wow, what is that? It looks familiar, but I don't exactly know what it is. And I love the dimples, and I love how it has a crunch to it, almost like an edamame, but still with that crunchy effect. So it'll be almost like a hidden treasure in the gazpacho. This was the Waring spice grinder, which we made a dehydrated black olive powder, which will give us, again, another salty element to play against the sweet. A little glaze of olive oil, because as I said, what's the gazpacho without olive oil? And then we'll just garnish with the nasturtium leaf to the side. And there we have it, our Margarita Madness strawberry tomato radish top gazpacho, made very simply in the Waring blender.